All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your boy Matt. Welcome to Business Talks Matter. This is my good friend Oskar, and we are in the middle of an Arabian desert, as you can see. So let me tell you a little bit of background on Oskar, by the way. Oscar's basically a Dubai-based entrepreneur. He's worked with clients around the world. He's a certified coach, mental trainer, and NLP practitioner. He's launched several websites arranging an annual Scandinavian ski competition in Dubai. He's held numerous roles in hospitality, and he's also the regional VP for Hambrisco in the Middle East. The founder of Chikra Consulting and Smartphone Coaching System, which is basically a coaching system that outlines tools and strategies to find greater successes in businesses by utilizing your smartphone. So, without further ado, let's get into it and ask Oskar a couple of questions here.
Yeah.
So, Oskar, how you doing,
Yeah,
buddy?
all good.
This is an awesome
It's a nice
feeling.
venue, yeah.
This is a great venue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. So, tell us, what are we doing here? We're in, in the Arabian desert,
Yeah,
and
we're in the middle of the desert.
yeah.
So basically, for any change to happen, you need to identify where you are now and where you want to be in the future, a goal. And
Right.
if you read any book on personal development or any business strategy book, it would always start with the outcome. What do I want to achieve? Why do I want to achieve it? So we go out in the desert and reflect on our lives and think about these things. What do I want to achieve?
But
And
what do we think about? I mean, when we're here,
Yeah,
is there like a particular strategy or something?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the reasons we're here is because in nature your mind opens up, so it's a little bit different than doing it in a conference room. But we talk about the past, we talk about the present, we talk about the future. So the past, we talk about the failures and the mistakes that we've done. What can we learn from them? And then we talk about what we're grateful for from the past. And being in the now is just when you're in nature out here, you are in the now. So, and then future, I have a seminar that we talk about goals. What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to be 5-10 years from now? These kind of coaching questions. But instead of doing it in a conference room, we go out in nature and do it.
Nice.
So that's basically the background of the seminar.
Right, very nice. So basically, the idea is you mentioned that it's about thinking about the strategies that we can outline, and then what about the tactical solutions, though? I mean, how do we get into that once we have figured things out in our lives and in the practicality of what is actually implementable? How do we?
Yeah, of course, once you know your direction, you know where you're heading, where you're going, and why you're doing it, you need to break it down to the daily tactics. Like, okay, what am I doing today to get me closer to that goal? Because, for example, a lot of people may set a New Year's resolution, and you know what that happens after 2 weeks, nothing is done, So we learn a lot from elite athletes and how they do it. And in elite sports, if you set an outcome, like let's say I want to be in the Olympics 5 years from now, you break that down to a clear action plan. What do I need to do today to get me closer to that? So of course we come here to dream, to think the big thoughts and the big dreams, but then you need to break it down to an action plan. What are the steps I'm going to do today to get me closer to that goal? And we use technology a lot to put all those actions in your phone, reminders and these kind of things.
Absolutely. So, Oskar, another thing is, like, you're an entrepreneur, and it's obviously been a scary ride for you to get to where you are. So could you maybe tell the audience how was that ride for you, and how did you overcome all the challenges being an entrepreneur?
Being an entrepreneur is a lot of ups and downs. It's not only you may only see the good times, but there are of course bad times when you have tough financial times, and that was the same for me 5-6 years ago when we started out. I had, after 1 year, it was very tough financially. I couldn't pay the rent, and I had to borrow money from friends. And
you mentioned about even bootstrapping with a credit card.
Yeah, the credit card was maxed out, and the bank started calling, and so it was tough times. And when you have those tough times, it's like the weather, when it's raining, the only thing that sunshine will come one day. You need to just persist and
just
keep
kind of
going.
appreciate the weather as well.
Yeah,
Because,
exactly.
the rain could be a beautiful thing
exactly.
if you look at it from a positive angle.
I mean, this thing that being stressed over it doesn't help.
Yeah,
so I was at that point, I was like, okay, I was so worried and so stressed about this money situation. But instead of being stressed and worried, you need to take a deep breath, focus, okay, what can I control? And what I can control is what I focus on. So I set a goal for the next year, an outcome, and a perfect outcome. Okay, if my business is perfect within the next year, how would it look like? And then I started visualizing that and broke down it to an action plan. What do I need to do every week? and then I start shifting my focus. I made a playlist on my mobile phone with songs about that reminded me about money and being grateful, and these kind of things. So when you are there at tough times, know that the tough times will not last forever. Just keep working, keep persisting, keep chasing that dream. And also,
there's always something better just at the end of the rainbow.
yeah, exactly. And also the tough times makes you stronger once you've gone through that. Because for me, I know now, like 5-6 years ago, when I had these financial problems, I went through it and I came out on the other side. And knowing this gives me a lot of freedom for the future, because I know if I ever be in a tough time again, I know exactly what I need to do to get back on track, to go out in the market and create value, because I've been there. So it's a time that we need to go through to come out, and you come out stronger. When you're there, it's not so fun, but once you come out stronger. So
Nice.
it's getting dark, huh?
It is getting a little dark, yeah. I guess
Okay,
we can wrap things up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, one last question, Oskar. So basically, let's put a scenario where you're walking into this room, okay, and your family and friends are there on the side of the room, and you look at this box, and basically what you see there is a black box there, and you look closer into the black box and you notice you're lying there, and it's your funeral. So at this point in time, when it's your funeral, what is it that you want the world to say about you? What is your legacy? What is it that makes you you? And what do you want other people to say about you at that point?
A great teacher, a great student, and a great friend. That's kind of the things. So a student for life, and then a teacher, and then a good friend. So
that's great. That's awesome, Oskar. Okay, so guys, you can find Oskar at where can we find you?
Best is smartphonecoachingsystem.com.
Okay.
They can follow.
How about like your social media?
Yeah, they can follow me on Twitter.
What's your Twitter handle? Do you
it's
remember?
Oskar.Andermo, Oskar with K.
Okay.
So you can put it maybe below the video.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll put that below the video for you guys. So.
I need to go back because the seminar has ended, so we need to go back and take care of the participants.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you
so
guys.
much, yeah.
Thank you. All right, Oskar.
Yeah.